welcome to physics online classes. In last class, just we discussed the kinematic equations for uniformly accelerated motion. We derived three equations. What are those equations? First one, v is equal u plus at. Second one, s is equal ut plus half at square. And the third one, v square is equal u square plus 2as. So these three we discussed by taking the velocity time graph. So let us derive the third one. The third one in the alternative method is there. Third one, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So let us derive that alternative second method. So I will write third one, v square is equal u square plus 2as. So we know that consider a body or an object is moving with the initial velocity u with an uniform acceleration a at a given time interval t. I repeat, consider an object is moving with a uniform acceleration, that is initial velocity u and uniform acceleration a at a given time interval t. Then let v be the final velocity of the object. Then let us take s be the displacement made by an object. For this case, just we can draw the velocity time graph. What is the velocity time graph? When a graph is plotted by taking velocity along y-axis and time along x-axis, the resultant graph can be called as a VT graph. So for this, already the body is moving with the initial velocity. Then the velocity time graph can be represented as follows. This AB line is the velocity, the body moving with the initial velocity u with a constant acceleration here at a given time interval. Then we know the construction, we derived construction BD. Draw BD perpendicular to x-axis, perpendicular to x-axis. Then another construction, AC is perpendicular to BD. Then we can mark OAB and D here. So this is the time and OA will be the initial. Then the BD will give the final velocity of an object. So by using these values, we derive this relation v square u square plus 2as. So let me derive in second method. That means we derive by using the slope under the velocity time graph represents the acceleration of that particular object. So slope we can write on here. Slope, that is acceleration, slope is ABC in triangle. Slope can be measured by taking the ratio of the y-axis to the x-axis. That means BC divided by AC. Now what is the value for BC? Since we know the OA is u, same u, CD is also u because the rectangle opposite sides are equal. What about BC? BC is BD minus CD. This I can write B minus u. BC value can be written as V minus u. What about AC? AC is parallel to OD, that is T. That means A is equal V minus u by T. Or if you cross multiply, AT is equal V minus u. This equation can be rewritten as V is equal u plus AT. So this derivation we derived. Let me consider these derivations. Let us consider V is equal u plus AT. So from slope under the graph we derived the first relation. So let us consider this equation and squaring. So let us square this equation on both sides. Squaring on both sides. Squaring on both, that is v square equal u plus at whole square. So this is a plus b whole square formula. So we know that a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So we will expand this formula or this terms. That is u square plus b square is a square into t square plus 2ab. A is u and b is at. So I can write 2 into u into at. arranging the terms. That means 2a into ut, 2a is group one group, then ut as separated one group ut plus this term a square t square. Just you are written this is it is a plus, we can rewrite the terms. So now u square plus in this term and to say here is at is common, but we are not taking to the two terms at as a common term. Just we are taking one term, that is a only 2 into a. So I am taking 2a as a common term. If in this term we are taking 2a outside, the term left out is ut. See ut left out. Now plus in this only a comes outside. So out of 2a square, 1a comes outside, remaining a is the 1a. Then t square. Then one more 2 we have taken outside as a common term. So here but here not 2. So in order to this 2, just I can write in this place. If we write here the factor is 1. So I can write 2 by 2 I can write here. If we are writing 2 by 2, 2 comes outside, then 2 can be taken as 1 by 2 can be written as. See? In this place if we write 2 by 2 and here 2 by 2 is gives 1 by 1 so 1 will get, see 1. So if we are taking 2 s comes outside, then 1 by 2 is left out here. So I can write here when we are taking 2a outside here 1 by 2. Why we need this term? So already we derived the displacement made by this graph. What is the displacement? The displacement under the graph, the area, this is the velocity triangular line slope here AB. Area under this will give the displacement S. So we know that OACD plus ABC triangle, if we add them, we will get the formula, and we derive second by using this condition. S is equal ut plus half at square we derived by using this value. So here ut plus half at, yes, therefore in this place I can write as a yes. That means u square plus 2a into s, here v square. So in this way also we can derive the third equation by taking first derivation, first equation of motion, that is v equal to u plus at. Squaring on both sides we get square mathematical formula we are expanding. Then here in place of a square t square we can write 2 by 2. If you are writing 2 by 2, 2 is comes outside, then 1 by 2 will be remaining as a factor, then 1 by 2 8 square. This term we know that is nothing but the displacement made by the target at a given time interval can be derived. So S is equal to ut plus half it square. In that place I can write, yes, this is another method of derivation, third one. So these are another method, third derivations. So these three equations, kinematic equations for uniformly accelerated motions, can be derived by using the VT graph. Next, let us move next one, accelerated motion by using calculus method. Motion using calculus. This is the third one, calculus. So these three derivations we derived by using the VT graph. Now let us derive by taking the mathematical calculus method. So first one we derive first derivations. What is the first equation of motion? First one is v is equal u plus at. So for this also consider an object is moving with the initial velocity u with a uniform acceleration a at a given time interval t. Let v be the final velocity of the object. So we know that what is acceleration. We know the acceleration term. Acceleration is nothing but the rate of change of velocity. So this acceleration can be written as, say I can write acceleration by definition. Acceleration A is equal rate of change of velocity. Rate of change of velocity is nothing but dv by dt. Now I can cross multiply this term. A into dt is equal dv, or dv is equal a into dt. So this is a variable, velocity variable and time variable. So time also starting from initial velocity. So before that starting there will be 0. And velocities are changing initial velocity to final velocity. So this is the differentiation term. So if we, this equation can be integrating and doing integration above equation. So just we can find out integrating and integrating. Integration symbol is just we can write down this is the integration symbol. So I can write integration. Velocity changes from initial to final velocity limits and dv is equal. Here also time changes varies 0 seconds to time second, then a into dt. Now we know that a is a uniform, there is no any variation in the acceleration. Therefore this is a constant. I can take as the outside. This term can be written as a into integration of 0 to t dt. Now this side u into v dv. Now how to integrate this term? We have the basic formula. If we have integration of dx is equal, x will be. Dx is, so integration of dx. Integration dx will give the x value. That means here we have 1. See, if any number is not there, cofactor we can take as a 1. So 1 into dx, when we are integrating with this variable x, that constant will give the x value. So by using this formula here is a variable time t and this variable is a v. So we can write in place of integrate 1 into dv as can be written as I am applying this formula. If it is dv means I can write v. If here we have the integration of dt, so I can write variable time. So like by using this two formula, we can derive these two terms. So therefore, here if apply dv, v, so I can write v, and the limits are changing. U to v, this u as called is lower limit and v is the upper limit, which is equal. A is the common a into integral of dt. Dt is what is dt? Time t 0 to t. V is u to v, a is 0 to t. Now in place this limit we integrate this value. In place of this variable v velocity, we want to apply the upper limit minus lower limit. So we want to write the first remember upper limit minus lower limit. That means I can write that is v in place of v minus u. See, I wrote in place of the upper limit is v minus lower limit. V minus u is equal. Here what is the upper limit is t, lower limit is 0. A into t minus 0. See, lower limit is 0. Now this can be that is I can remove v minus u is equal a into t, a into 0 0. Or we can write this equation if we write this term to other side, that is u plus at. So which equation is required? That equation can be derived. That is v is equal u plus at can be derived by using the calculus method also. That is by using the definition of acceleration, a is equal to dv by dt. We know that acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. That rate of change of velocity is given written dv by dt. Now you cross multiply. A dt is equal to dv, or dv is a into dt. Then we are integrating this above equation. That means this will give the integration symbol dv. The change in the velocity initial to final velocity. Time is 0 to t. Therefore, we can have 0 to t, a into dt. This here we are applying the basic formula for integration. So, integral of dx will give x value. So, if we apply this condition on these two terms, integration of dv will give v, integration of dt will give t value. So, we can rewrite this as a v see here the lower limit to upper limit. Here also lower limit to upper limit. After integrating this value, in this place we want to substitute the upper value minus lower value. Here is upper value minus lower values in place of t and in place of v. That is v minus u is equal to a into t minus 0. So here v minus t, a into t, at minus 0 will get. So if we take this side, here is a 0 only. So if we take u as this side plus we take, so v is equal u plus at. These are first derivations. Okay children, we'll move to second one. We'll derive the second derivations. That second derivation is s is equal to ut plus of at square. S is equal ut plus of at square. How to derive of s is equal ut plus of at square? We know that which one displacement or velocity. See, we know that now we have taken the velocity, acceleration. Now let us consider the velocity. What is velocity? What do you mean by velocity? Velocity v is equal the rate of change of displacement. So if the term changes, I can take consider an object is moving the initial position x. See, initial position x to x naught to x. Changes its velocity u to v at a given time interval t, but acceleration remains same. Then s be the displacement made by particle. Now velocity we know that I can write the rate of change of displacement dx by dt. This equation v into dt is equal dx. Or I can write this or we can write dx is equal v into dt. Now we know the value of v. Derivation first derivation. What is the value of v? V is equal, we know that u plus at. So we know the value of v plus u plus at. You substitute in this place. That means dx is equal u plus at into dt. If a plus b into t dt means we can remove the bracket a into this one, this term into b into other term. Same way we will remove this bracket. That means u into dt plus at into dt. A2 into dt. So this equation is the derivative differentiation derivative function. So this can be integrated with the displacement x's position changes from initially x naught to x value. U changes, that means here is t is a variable, t changes 0 to t. So that I'm integrating this equation, that means integration symbol, this one we know that x naught to x dx. Position changes from x naught to x, which is equal integral of time there is 0 to t and u into dt plus here also time 0 to t a into t dt. Here let me take all the constant term in this side. You see, u is the initial velocity, a is the uniform acceleration. So we can take these two terms, that means u into integral of t into dt plus here only a, because time we cannot take time as a very constant. The time changes 0 to some seconds, some time interval. So a into integral of 0 to t into dt. Sorry, t into dt. Now we know this formula. Simple term means we know the formula above equation. The last derivative we used, right? Integration dx is x. Integration dt can be written as t. But here indeed t into dt is here. So out to there is, therefore here we have the one standard formula, basic formula. If we have integration x into dx, integration x into dx, here x to the power, let me take n, x to the power n dx. Then standard formula here can this formula integrating x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. if any term we have x to the power variable with which term we are going to differentiate or integrate same term, then the formula can be written as x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. N is a power. If we use here this term t into dt, in place of xx we have t. In place of n to the power 1 is here. So we can write here this term t to the power 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1. So I can write here x to the power n plus 1 can be written as t to the power 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1. That is nothing but t square by 2. So this is the integration of this term. So we can use this formula and then we can write integration of dx will give the x value x naught to x is equal, u is a common, we will take outside, integration of time dt is 0 to t time plus in a into this one I can write a into t square by 2. Limits are changing time 0 to time t. So we can now let us use the limits, upper limit minus lower limit. So inside the bracket term, that means here we can write x minus x naught is equal u into t minus 0 plus a into t square by 2 minus 0. 0 by 2 is 0, 0. This equation x minus x naught is equal u into t ut plus just we get 0 plus a into t at square by 2 minus 0. Here what is x and x naught? X is the final position, x naught is the initial position. So what it represents the change in final position minus initial position will give the displacement of an object. Therefore, this can be written as s, displacement is taken as a s value, s term. We can represent s is equal ut here 0 plus I can write here half into at square. So s is equal ut plus half at square. This also can be derived. Let's see our equations we derived. What is this equation? S is equal to ut plus half at square can be derived by using the calculus method. So calculus, that is by using the integration as well as differentiation, just we can write the term. So last one, third one is there. We will derive third one is the third equation. Third one, v square is equal u square plus 2as. We will derive this also. So here for this consider again, let us consider the same direction, that is the acceleration. So what is acceleration? So here as the body is moving with the initial velocity u with the uniform acceleration a at time interval t, then the v with the final velocity and s is the displacement made by a particle. So let us consider, we know that the acceleration, definition for acceleration a is equal the rate of change of this velocity, that means dv by dx. So to this equation a is equal dv by dx, here let us multiply and divide by dx. See, let us multiply and divide by d, that means dx by dx. So here this equation is the rate of change of velocity dx by dt. Here also sorry, dv by dt. Now dx by dx will let us multiply. After multiplying, we will arrange as one group, that means dv by dx as a one group. See, this dx comes this side and this dt goes this side. That means dx by dt. We made it two groups again. Just we altered the terms. Now we know that what's dx by dt. X is a position x-axis. Moving the object is if a body is in motion straight in this x-axis with the initial velocity u with the uniform acceleration A is the x-axis, that is the position changes. So displacement. So the rate of change of displacement can be called as what? It is nothing but it's a velocity. So we know that here we can write dv by dx into velocity v. That is, we know that v is equal to the rate of change of displacement. X is a displacement. By time we can write. Now we will rearrange this equation. That means let us take a into dx is equal to v into dv. Now after obtaining this equation, let us integrate. And integrating, that means integration of a into dx, position changes from initial position x0 to final is x, which is equal integration of velocity changes from initial velocity to final velocity v into dv. So in this term, a is a constant and v is a changes from velocity initial u to v changes. Therefore, and in using the formula, integration formula, we can rewrite that terms as, on simplifying this term, a is a constant, a into integral x0 to x dx is equal. Here we cannot take v as a constant because there is change initial to final, there is a change in velocity. So we want to use the other formula, basic formula u v into dv. Now we know this equation, integral dx will give the x value. X limit is x0 to x. Here we are using second formula. Already we have written two formulas. D integration of dx will give rise to x. Integral x to the power n into dx can be written as x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So here we are using second formula, this one b, where x in place of x b and power is 1. So if you write this term, integration of v into dv gives us v power 1 plus 1 by 1 plus 1, that is nothing but v square by 2. So we can use this term, that is here integrated v square by 2, limits are u to v. Now we will apply the limits in the term, that means a into x minus x, at the upper limit minus lower limit. Same way, v square by 2 minus u square by 2. So here is divided by 2. So we want to write the by 2, u square by 2, upper limits. Now in this term, now let us see what is x is final position, what is x naught, it is a initial. So the change in final minus initial will give the displacement of that object. So displacement can be represented by letter s. So we can write a into s is equal. Here v square by 2 minus u square by 2. This you take LCM. A into s is equal to v square minus u square. Now you take this 2, multiply this side. 2as is equal v square minus u square. That is 2as is equal v square minus u square. When you take minus u square this side, it becomes positive. U square plus 2as is equal v square, or v square equal u square plus 2as. So what is the required equation? We derive this equation. What is that equation? V square is equal to u square plus 2as. We derive by using the calculus method. So in this method, by using calculus also, we can derive the kinematic equations for uniformly accelerated motion for the three equations. So what are those three are important one? One is v is equal to u plus at, and second one s is equal ut plus half at square, and third one v square is equal u square plus 2a. So in both the method, by using velocity triangle as well as by using calculus, we can derive the equations. Okay. So this is the third equation, very important one. Those three, and the derive this later. We will solve some of the problems. Okay. Yes, children. Study well. Get the notes also. We'll give the test later. Thank you.